13 on the shot clock. Williams will pull it back out again. The freshman from Marietta, California with the long-range three.
Oh, that was downtown. And again, the confidence. You make that shot, you make a nice pass. He's into the rhythm of the game. He is the key so far for the Providence College Friars.
And 14 for 29 so far. Matthews down low for Barrow. He kicks it out. Goes all the way back to Kubion. Working around the perimeter. James down low, and Barrow rejected. And a foul down low as we will step aside. It's an 8-point lead for Providence College on top 10-2. Providence with a fast start on top 10-2. Last year the Friars were just 5-11 in Big East action. Tim Welsh knows they have to be better this season.
Well, in order to be successful in the Big East this year, I think one thing has to happen is that we have to understand that at the end of games, we really have to tighten our defense up. We had a great offense last year. We were 4th in the league in points scored, but we're at the bottom of the league in most defensive categories. I felt that we rebounded the ball pretty well last year. We played pretty aggressive, but we just didn't stop the basketball when we needed to get big stops. And understanding that you have to play 40 minutes of defense. And I think our guys have shown so far this year that they're going to make the commitment.
10-2, Providence on top right now. The early going's been a fast start. Herbert Hill finds the mark and puts PC on top by 10.
Well, the key early in this game, Providence getting the ball up the court, doing a nice job against pressure, and effectively getting it inside where they have the advantage in this ball game.
A tie up down low. The possession arrow pointing towards Marquette, where they'll keep the ball here. 21 seconds remaining on the shot clock. We'll get a new shot clock here. The ball being inbounded. Dominic James. They stack it up, break out.
Now this 2-3 zone, the matching up, really spreading out Marquette should open up opportunities for James and Matthews and company from the perimeter.
Kick it back out with 15 seconds on the shot clock and the rejection. Nicely done. Herbert Hill that time. 10 seconds on the clock now, and they hit. From the right side, Kubion, the Venezuelan, able to hit.
That's a big basket. Good defense by Providence. Shot clock under 10. Marquette struggling from the perimeter, and Kubion just drains that shot. Kind of keeps Marquette within striking distance in the ballgame.
Dermott cuts in, but he was fouled on the way in. Dominic James fired up.
Nice job by Hill to get out there, but also a nice job by Dan Fitzgerald. Stays with it. Nice dish. That's just good ball movement right there to skip it, get the three. Big basket.
Kubion coming out. David at Kubion. Maracay, Venezuela.
Big Ray Hall into the ball game. So Tim Welsh with different opportunities to stay very big. Tom Crean with a nice adjustment. He's gone to a 2-3 zone. A little less pressure on the backcourt. He's going to try to gum things up more, though, and sag on Providence's big people.
McDermott down to Herbert Hill, who finds some space.
Didn't work there, though. Providence, another nice job penetrating. Near steal by Williams, though.
James nicely to the basket, but is fouled. Tim Welsh wants to know where and why. And it's on Ray Hall, the foul. The freshman from Denver, Colorado, just checked into the game. Big physical presence. That time getting James, who's averaged 17 points this season. And 65% from the free throw line is James.
Well, we showed James before the game. He's got a tremendous ability to penetrate. Tim Welsh thinking that Ray Hall had his hands up. However, James took it in there, created some activity and some contact. And more often than not, the big guy, just sheer size sometimes, gets called for the foul.
Dwayne Williams has done a pretty good job here in the early going so far for PC, bringing it up.
I think his floor game early has been excellent. I think the key to the game is his ability to help drive and direct the effort. Almost had the walk on that one.
Efajuku for three. Hits. 17-7 PC lead. Efajuku, his first bucket of the game, a three-pointer.
He's made the most threes coming into the game with 23 for Providence. And Efajuku, a guy that is very athletic. His solid play in this game will be critical for the Friars.
Providence 7 for 10 so far from the field. The shooting has been very accurate so far for PC in the early going. Down low, and Hill with another rejection. Rebound for Barrow. And Dominic James kicks it out for Matthews from the corner, a three-pointer. 5 points now for Wesley Matthews from Madison, Wisconsin.
Really nice job by Dominic James that time to penetrate, dish.
Williams hits his second three, and the freshman answers. He's got 6 big points for PC.
Boy, is he making the most of his opportunity. Curry on the bench, but playing great all year. The freshman playing fearlessly and very solidly so far in this ball game.
A 10-point Providence College lead as Matthews cuts in, gets the roll. Nicely done. 7 points now for Wesley Matthews. Williams dishes off for Hall. Efajuku trying to set up the offense here, bringing Hall up to the top of the key. Ball off the hands. James takes over for Marquette. Marquette so far this season 13-2 coming into tonight's action, their first Big East contest. Rebound taken by McDermott for PC. All over him is Hayward, and the foul. At least once. Providence College with a fast start. PC on top by 8. 11:42 left of the first half. 20-12, Providence on top here in the first half. 11:42 left. Golf fans and club pros, it's not too early to start thinking about the 2007 ESPN National Golf Challenge. Log on to ESPN.com to register your team or to sign your course up as a qualifying site. Be part of the search for America's best twosome. Well, it's been a great start for Dwayne Williams, making his 3rd consecutive start in the absence of Sherrod Curry.
I think he's been very poised early. He's made a couple of threes, but more importantly, he's done a nice job getting the ball off the floor, getting it to the right people. And Providence, in their shot selection, been very good, and they've really used their size advantage well, and they've made some outside shots. Shot it very well to start this game.
Williams brings it up as PC last year just 5-11 in Big East play. Trying to get their first conference win of the season as Hall couldn't grab the handle, and Tim Welsh fired up. He's had a great start. You don't want to see it go away.
You got to catch that ball. You say, come on, let's execute, guys. Turnovers can be real killers. In Marquette, a disciplined, patient team will keep coming at the Friars. This definitely has the makings for a very good ball game here tonight in Providence.
BC fresh off their 107-69 win in their first ever matchup against Longwood. As they had 6 players in double figures on the floor now, battling and coming away that time is Charles Birch.
Ray Hall went down. He went after the big fella. That's good hustle. Doesn't show up in the box score, but that was a good play. Helped the Friars get it.
McDermott down low to Hall. He spins on Lott. Goes up, hits the iron.
Looks like he lost his balance after the spin move.
James sets up top. He's been quiet so far here in the early going. James held to just 2 points. Matthews gets free, and the foul. As that time, the foul on Jeff McDermott. Jonathan Colley will check back in here for PC, and Ray Hall will sit down. As Colley comes back in. Jonathan Colley from Mattapan, Massachusetts, had a career-high 18 points in the last game against Longwood. Colley part of the big sophomore connection this year for Providence.
Plays with great energy. I really think he's given the team a consistent lift off the benches. James a little off early in this one from downtown.
Williams stops and pops from 3. Hit 2 previous threes. That time can't get it to go. And they're trying to calm him down here a little bit as he's all fired up. Felt the groove going there, but that time off the mark, and a quick trip down the floor for PC. Something they want to stay away from.
And not a good decision that time. Patience Get the ball down. First job for him is run the team.
Fitzgerald now in the game for Marquette from the far side. This is Kubi on the rebound for McDermott. Out ahead to Epijuku, off to Williams. Timeout for the Golden Eagles. It's a 10-point Providence College Friars lead.
Beautifully run, fast break. Check it out. This is textbook right here. McDermott, Epijuku takes it to the middle, draws the defense. Very little dribbling, and Williams with the finish. Rebound, outlet, take it to the middle, fill the lanes. Bounce pass finish. That is textbook. Beautifully done. And Tom Crean saying early in this one, you know, Providence really taking it to us, guys. Got to get back on defense. Got to do a better job on the boards and get some stops. It's all about defense right now for Marquette and for Providence. Keep playing hard, work it, and take good shots at the offensive end. But they're doing a good job on the boards.
Well, PC opening up their Big East schedule here tonight. First time they've opened at home since 2000. Last win in a Big East opener was 2003 for Boston College. They won, or for Providence College, they beat BC 93-80 at Connie Forum. And last year losing their Big East opener to Georgetown. They had a huge win last time out, 107 wins for PC.
I tell you what, the Big East this year, top to bottom, should be so competitive. Everybody's going to get after each other. You've got to do well at home. You've got to compete every night out in this league.
Epijuku gets the contact, but can't get it to go. He's driven to the floor. Amy hit hard on the play. Epijuku's been big for Providence College in his sophomore year out of Fresh Meadows, New York. Epijuku going to the line.
Look at his season numbers. I mean, he's really improved. You know, he's put up the numbers. He's better than 15 a game. Big thing you're looking for with Epijuku is consistency, because he's got all the tools. He can be a guy that really lifts this team to the next level.
78% from the line, hits them both. With 5 points here in the first half for PC. Dominic James, who's been held to just 2 points so far. Largest lead of the game right now for PC, on top by 12 as they lose a handle. Another turnover here for Marquette.
Marquette really struggling against this 2-3 zone. We're going to see more man-to-man and more pressure, but the zone bothering them, and Marquette struggling early in this ball game. Now midway through the first half, shooting the ball.
Birch inside to McDermott, who turns and misses off the side end. Rebound taken by Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald started a couple games earlier this season as cutting in and fouled on the way in. That time was Lazar Hayward. And the foul on Birch.
Well, James, even if you're not shooting it real well, the penetrator makes things happen for his teammates. That was a pass that should have led to a layup, but a beautiful look inside. He's got great vision, and he's so quick getting into the lane.
Hayward is 57% from the foul line, hits the first one. Herbert Hill comes back in. Jeff McDermott steps out. Lazar Hayward getting ready for his second shot. He led Marquette in rebounding 3 of the last 4 games. Freshman 6'6" forward from Buffalo, New York. Able to get them both. And a 10-point game here again with the Friars on top.
See, to me, this is where Williams has really been solid in the first half. Just get the ball up the court, be solid, get the rotation going. Man-to-man right now by Marquette.
Williams cuts in, back for Herbert Hill. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Birch for Hill. 6 now is Epijuku trying to find friends, gets it back from Hill. Turns and loses the ball, goes out of bounds, and it'll go the other way as
Shot
time
clock
runs out on the shot clock.
Good defense that time by Marquette. They really bore down, forced Providence out of their set. That's a very good defensive effort.
We're at the Dunkin' Donuts Center in Providence, Rhode Island. I'm Don Orsillo along with Ron Perry and Shauna Hassett. It's the 21st ranked Marquette Golden Eagles and the Providence College Friars. PC taking a long time setting that up and never did get anything off. Ifujuko kind of flailing to get it away, but time runs out.
And Tom Crean's club really bore down on defense. That's what they need to do. Get back in the ball game. Providence has really started out fast. But one of the keys in this league, there's so much ability out there, is you've got to just sustain that high level of play, or else your opponent, in this case for Providence, Marquette, get themselves right back in the game.
Mentioned Marquette 13-2 so far in the non-conference games. There's a big basket down low that time for Hayward.
Nice job for Hayward. Right to the goal, didn't he? Left a few bodies in his path. I think Collie ended up on the hardwood. Physical game.
Marquette's played 12 home games so far in the non-conference games. A lot of home games. This one thrown away. And it's going the other way for Marquette. Turnover for PC.
That's right. And then you go on the road, tested like this, and it's a tough adjustment.
PC with a fast start, but Marquette climbing back into this one. It's an 8-point game now. 24-16, Providence on top, 7:39 left to go in the first half. Marquette Golden Eagles here in Providence. This Marquette's had some great NBA players through the years. Doc Rivers, the Celtics head coach, former Marquette Golden Eagle. Dwayne Wade, most recently, they got 50 players drafted by the NBA. And Dwayne Wade, the fourth player to be drafted in the first round in the NBA out of Marquette.
He stepped it up in a big way, didn't he, last year, leading Miami to the NBA championship, and he's now in the elite status, as he should be in the NBA.
Long-range shot, in and out, and Hill on the rebound. PC's been shooting well so far, 9 for 15 at 60%, and had 12 rebounds. So just 6 rebounds so far for Marquette. In low for the senior, Herbert Hill.
Now the paint has really been the area where Providence has dominated. Get it down there, be effective in the activity off the boards for Providence, helping them stay in the lead right now by 10.
Hill with 7 points so far for PC. Matthews squares it up, but the rebound for Hill. Remember, Hill's been big on the board so far for PC. McDermott loses the handle. James on the steal. Got Hayward with him, but it's all Dominic James. Got the foul, but can't get the roll.
That's Dominic James at his best. There's a turnover by Providence where, again, we said they need to take good care of it. When they turn it over, forget about it with this man, Dominic James. So tough. He takes it right to the goal. He's crafty, quick. Very tough to stop and contain in the open floor.
Jeff McDermott picks up his second personal. Dominic James, the Big East Rookie of the Year last year. And into the game now for Marquette, checking in. Barrow coming back into the game. And Jameel Lott, as Burke will sit down, and Hayward. Tom Crean and Marquette. Tom Crean is 1-0 all-time against Providence. Just the second time that he's been the head coach in this Marquette-Providence matchup. Dermott brings it up, and an 8-point lead right now for the Friars. Williams around Kubion. Can't get it to go, and the rebound comes away for Marquette. That time, Matthews able to steal. Kubion back to Hayward. As James will take over, 22 seconds left on the shot clock. Marquette fresh off a 69-51 win over Savannah State as part of their non-conference schedule. And they kick off their Big East schedule here tonight against Providence. Low, he stepped on the line, down low on the baseline, and a turnover here for Marquette. More turnovers for Marquette, 7 so far for Providence College.
Of course, Marquette in this game with James and Matthews, 2 of the 3 highly touted backcourt members. We talked about Jarrell McNeil off the top, and the sophomore guard injured in practice on Monday, not able to dress and play in this one. So clearly other guys needing to step up. James, Matthews, and company.
Timeout here is Williams able to get the timeout. with 5:30 left to go in the first half and an 8-point Providence lead. Let's take a look at our Big East leaders, brought to you by Hyundai. And Terrell McNeil did not make the trip, as we just heard from Ronnie. Paul Gauss on top. And the list of Big East leaders in steals. McNeil's been amazing. He's averaged 3.40 so far, and he's a guy that has 51 steals to lead the NCAA in his career, 14.5 points per game. And career high 25 points against Morgan State earlier this season. McNeil is sophomore guard. That's a huge loss for Marquette.
No doubt about it. Their strength is in the backcourt, and clearly struggling to shoot the ball in this ball game. So Tom Crean's club, they've got to do a better job rebounding and get James to get a couple of shots to go, because once he does that, some openings will present themselves for his teammates. He's a great penetrator.
Twice this year, McNeil had 6 steals in a game. Out on the lineup tonight for Marquette. Volley off for Efajuku, off the front end. The rebound, Kubion has it stolen nicely by Efajuku. Now McDermott quickly to Colley.
Well, this McDermott's got the most assists on the team, and the big fella loves to dish the ball. He was an outstanding high school quarterback. He's got those kind of skills and vision on the basketball court.
6 for Jonathan Colley. Kinsella up high, off for James.
Zone's done a nice job to neutralize James as he penetrates. Other people for Providence are stepping in to help out to make him give it up.
Matthews spinning, can't get it to go. The rebound taken away, but a turnover quickly, and a pass from McKenzie into the game here for PC.
Again, no rush. Just take it down the court. Kind of a 4-point swing right there. James, a nice finish for Providence. Need to stay poised with the basketball.
6 points for Dominic James. Has been a quiet first half, but he's starting to make his presence felt. Inside for Hill, who got hit over the top. Nicely blocked. Got only ball that time. McKenzie into the game for PC. Ryan McKenzie, a freshman from Brooklyn, New York. Out for Hill. Posting up as he turns and gets it.
Nice move by Herbert Hill. Very nice senior season that Hill is having. Averaging better than 15 a game and 7 boards. And how about that 20-point, 20-rebound game he had this year? Just outstanding.
9 points for Herbert Hill. Tight, and Matthews with a nice play on the baseline to cut in. He's got 9 points. Wesley Matthews. McDermott down low is foul. Actually, it's Colley who's fouled down low. 30-22, Providence on top. We step aside from the Dunkin' Donuts Center in Providence, Rhode Island. (30-22), Providence on top, 3:14 left to go in the first half. Let's check out the stat track in the first half here so far between PC and Marquette. 3-point field goals, Marquette with 2, Providence with 3. 2 of those going to their freshman point guard, Dwayne Williams, has got 2. Maybe Efajuku with the other. Rebounds one side of Providence, 18-7. That's been a big key in the early going here for the Friars.
That's been huge. The boards and taking care of the ball, and there's Dwayne Williams, who's been very helpful. The young freshman point guard handling the ball, but the big people really taking charge inside. Oh, tap. Not quite.
Well, Herbert Hill got a hand on it, but knocked it out of bounds.
That was there, too. I think if that pass had been a little bit more centered, it was ready to go. Nice call by Tim Welsh out of the huddle.
Now, one of the victories this year as part of the 13 wins for Marquette was beating Duke 73-62. They did that in November. A big win for them. One of the biggest wins for PC was beating 23rd ranked Boston College earlier this year on November 22nd. One of their big wins at home. PC, as you mentioned earlier, has played great basketball at home. Williams missing everything that time as the air ball on the 3-point try.
It's a good shot that time, though. That time he's open, maybe too open. Sometimes you overthink it in that situation, but I thought that was a good look. It was there, just didn't get it done.
He hit the first two, has missed the last two. Matthews out high to Kinsella. Fitzgerald drops it down for James for three. Hits the front end. Lott on the rebound. Jameel Lott, St. Paul, Minnesota, 6'7".
Well, you want to finish up strong if you're Providence. It's suddenly a 6-point game. Nice job by Marquette. They'd love to close the thing up and tighten it up for halftime. And for Providence, they played well. They seem to be out of sync right now.
Herbert Hill got it taken away as they go down hard, and the foul that time. Wesley Matthews on the foul that time. Two personals now for Matthews. Matthews had a career high 22 points in the last game against Savannah State. Sends Herbert Hill to the line, who's 62% from the line. He has 9 points in this one.
And Tom Crean may take Matthews out as well with the two. Doesn't want to see him pick up a third. I think he's going to leave him in the game. But clearly, and that might be partly with McNeil out of the game to say, hey, stay out there, and enough trust in him that he will not commit the third before intermission.
Battles around, but in for Hill. Charles Birch coming back into the game here in a moment for PC, being waved back out again. 10 points, 5 rebounds for the senior Herbert Hill, making 11 points as he hits them both. Now Birch will come back into the game for PC, and Hill will step out. An 8-point Friars lead, under 2 minutes left here in the first half.
Done a nice job Providence has against James in this first half. The zone has really formed almost a double team situation when he penetrates.
Inside for Lott, who hits another one. He's hit a couple of buckets here in the last couple of minutes.
Great penetration, though, again by James to set him up. And clearly the guy that keeps this offense rolling. Give credit to Marquette. They've closed the gap. Providence has really played well early, and now just a 6-point game.
I said that was Lott. That was Guzman Barrow on the last basket. There's a foul here away from the ball. And it was Guzman Barrow from Senegal.
At that penetration, though, the white shirts go to James, the bounce pass, and Barrow, the team's leading rebounder, with a good finish. It just his first basket of the game. Providence done a pretty good job with the zone, especially in the interior in this first half.
German can't get it to go, and out of bounds. PC will keep it. Six-point Providence College lead. McDermott looking to inbound. Williams again for three, and he hits after missing 2 in a row. Gets his third three-pointer of the game. He's got 11 points here in the first half for PC.
How about the confidence to take that shot? Last one didn't catch iron. The kid's got a lot of confidence. He's really stepped it up in this first half.
Rubion for James. A different looking Marquette team without Jarrell McNeil. Long range shot, Kubion. Rebound down low, and going down hard was McDermott. A foul underneath. And it'll go the other way as the Friars will send Colley to the line. Colley got dumped on the play. One and one here for Colley. There's a 82% shooter from the line, and gets the front end with a 1-and-1. Another solid effort by Colley. So the front line, Colley, Herbert Hill,
Contributions from McDermott. Been a big frontline presence, the boards, etc. And Colley, really nice job with the starting nod tonight.
Seconds left here in the first half. Kubion lost the handle, but it'll stay on the Marquette end of things. A touch McDermott last on the way out of bounds.
Well, a chance moments ago for Marquette to get this to be perhaps a tie game at halftime, and Providence, at least to end this first half, answering the surge. You'll see if they can get a stop here. About a 4-second differential with game and shot clock. Big possession for Marquette. See if they can get it done.
Kinsella and Matthews back in here for Marquette. James and Kubion playing passes. James now. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Cuts in and hits off the glass. Dominic James, who's got himself 8 points here in the first half, starting to heat it up. And a traveling violation. Marquette will get it back.
Big basket by James. And again, there's the, kind of the inexperience factor right there for Providence to come down and get a shot. Want to get the ball here, I would think, to James and just let him penetrate to see if he can create something before the buzzer.
3.9 seconds left to go here in the half. He'll try to do it quickly. Kubion with the pass. Kinsella tried to get it to James. McDermott steals with 1 second left. It would have counted, but it doesn't go. So the nice steal and the good first half for Providence College as they'll salute him here at the Dunkin' Donuts Center. Providence has been 7-1 when leading at the half. And a very good first half for Herbert Hill. The Providence College Friars. Hill with 11 points. And the Friars with 37 as they lead 37-28. And a great start to the Big East schedule for Providence College. 37-28, Providence on top here at halftime. Providence played great basketball at home, and they continue to do so here tonight against Marquette. A very good first half for PC.
Yeah, they opened up quickly. They really did a good job with the boards, got the ball inside very effectively in the first half, and took charge early.
Dwayne Williams also with a very good first half, stepping in for Sherrod Curry, doing so very nicely.
Did a nice job. I thought that was the key, that the backcourt handled the pressure well in this game, and they just got off to such a good start. Hill inside. Dwayne Williams, an excellent first half. Third game in a row now. Double figures. He's already got 11. Jonathan Colley got the start. Big front line for Providence. They performed very well, rebounded, finished. And for Marquette at the other end, made some shots, but really struggled throughout most of the first half. Matthews did a good job outside and in. Dominic James, for the most part, held in check. Made this beautiful jumper right before halftime. He needs to take more shots. The zone's been effective, James. He'll need to try to find more openings in the second half.
Look at the numbers from the first half. Field goals. Providence 54% so far, and three-pointers 4 for 7. Williams has got 3 of those there. Freshman point guard. Providence College with a 37-28 lead at halftime. We're back with the second half and more after this from the Dunk. Halftime from the Dunkin' Donuts Center. Let's check in with Shauna Hassett. Shauna?
Hi, guys. I'm here with head coach Tim Welsh. Tim, you've been very effective on the board. Did you make any adjustments at halftime?
Just, make sure we contain the dribble penetration. They've been tough with their guards. James hurt us break down a little bit. We got to make sure we continue to work on the backboards.
And you've been effective also with the zone, and Dwayne Williams setting that up.
Yeah, we're going to keep playing the zone, but we have to be ready to switch to man and keep running good offense.
All right, great. Good luck. Thanks. Back to you, Don.
All right, Shauna, thanks very much. That's one thing we saw a lot of in that first half was zone for PC. Very effective.
Yeah, I think they'll stay with it. What it did was contain up top Dominic James in the half-court set and really forced, him into some tough shots. As you look at the, guards are the scoring threat for Marquette, 20 out of the 28. And for Providence, the opposite. They get more production inside, although better balance for Providence and why they're up in this ballgame.
Well, for Marquette, 9 points in the first half for Wesley Matthews. He leads them in scoring. For Providence College, Herbert Hill and the point guard, Dwayne Williams, both with 11 in the first half. So a very good first half for the senior and for the freshman for Providence College. And all of it working out very well for PC. Very good first half for the Friars.
Marquette, though, closed to 6. They're going to keep coming at the Friars in the second half. I think Tom Crean may go a little bit more pressure in the second half. Try to see if they can open the game up a little bit in the half-court set. Providence's size a real problem for Marquette.
Marquette has never led in this game. The largest lead was 12 for Providence College. Into the 9-minute mark of the first half.
Well, McDermott really helps out a lot forward, but he comes up top, and oh, nice block on that one.
Hill rejected by Lott that time. PC able to keep it. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Jonathan Colley. Low pass and the foul. As Herbert Hill can't get the bucket, but gets fouled.
Second and third chance there for Providence as they continue to do a good job to get rebounds, loose balls, and work it inside. But their big people did a great job that time keeping it alive. Colley can handle it. Nice little dish. Couple of no calls. Some bodies flying, and we've got a little physical play to start the second half.
Guzman Barrow on the foul, his first personal. Hill has been great at the line tonight. He got 12 overall points. 4 for 5 from the line. He did it this time. I jinxed him, and he's now 4 for 6 from the line.
Been consistent this year, hasn't he? Scoring, rebounding. Herbert Hill really turning in a nice year.
Low for Barrow, tried to kick it back out, loses the handle. Lott gets it back. James to Kubion, who walks. Tried to do too much, was going to shoot, then pass, ended up taking the extra steps.
Can't overthink it sometimes. You get that ball, just let it go right here. Boom, shoot it. Once he started to think about it, and I guess the defense helped out a little bit there, but you got to just catch and shoot sometimes. Don't hesitate.
Efajuku with Kubion on him, twisting and turning. The pass for Colley. Lost the handle, couldn't get a good shot off at the side, and Efajuku now has it stolen. Hill for McDermott. Hill posting up, and that time a foul. Let's check back in with Shauna Hassett. Shauna.
Hi, guys. Well, we have an update on the Jarrell McNeil situation. We just learned from the sports information people that he has a concussion. He and Matthews apparently banged heads in practice on Monday, and now he's out for this game, and it's undetermined how many others due to this concussion. Back to you guys.
Well, pretty serious thing there for Marquette. Certainly a huge loss for them not to have McNeil in the lineup.
Well, that's that trio out there with James and Matthews and McNeil. Nice dish right there by James. So that means James really more and more in this second half needs to take charge and take the game over for Marquette.
4 points now for Lott. Led the team in blocks last year. Missed 3 games earlier this season. He's from St. Paul, Minnesota. Good Hill back for Colley from the free throw line. Can't get it to go on the rebound taken by Marquette. 8-point lead for Providence. Long range and knocked away. Back out to Kubion. To the corner. Matthews tries it. The rebound down low for Barrow, and he's fouled on the way back up.
Marquette doing a nice job hanging around. They continue to work hard. That's the way you get yourself back in the ball game.
Herbert Hill on the foul, his first personal. Guzman Barrow to the line.
Providence has really done a nice job, as you see Barrow's numbers, to limit Marquette for the most part tonight to 1 shot. So free throws haven't been a big factor for Marquette either. They've had a hard time getting second chance baskets and rebounds here this evening.
Barrow's been 64% from the line this season. A career high 21 points earlier this year against Northwestern State. Able to hit them both. A 6-point Friars lead. Dwayne Williams. Friars are 10-1 at home. Their lone loss coming to Brown. They lost 51-41 in mid-November. As a foul down low that time, Colley trying to cut to the basket.
Nice pass inside. The big people done a nice job with some interior passing in this game. That time Hill to Colley.
Dominic James picking up his second personal. 8 points for Colley, making 9 as he hits the first one. Well, he's been 3 for 3 from the line so far. In and out of the rebound, nicely done by McDermott for Hill, but he took steps before the traveling violation.
Maybe too many passes there. I think McDermott with that big rebound go up strong. You know, it's an unselfish look, but when you're in under the basket, power it right back up there. The shuffle, good call that time as Hill walked with the basketball.
11-6 to turnovers. Providence 11 turnovers so far in this one. Kubion up top for James. Cutting in is Matthews. And Marquette starting to heat it up. Really didn't have a lot of success. Field goal percentage in the first half. They're starting to feel it here in the second half. That's 11 points now for Wesley Matthews.
Key for Marquette, though, will be getting some stops on defense. Providence did a pretty nice job getting it inside. Nice pass there.
They go inside again, and a knee that time, and a foul. As McDermott was down there alone and had been double teamed.
Nice job. Matthews has been consistent offensively, getting a lot of his looks from Dominic James, able to fill it up. You can see his confidence building at 22 the last time out. Double-figure scorer for Marquette. He is there again tonight.
Usman Barrow getting another foul, his third of the second half. He's picked him up here in a hurry. Not yet 4 minutes into the second half. He's got 3 personals. They get the roll that time to the Friars and regain a 7-point lead. Cutting in, stepped around, can't get the roll, and it'll go the other way. Kubion coming out of the game now for Marquette. 16:23 left to go here in the second half. And a personal foul that time on Birch. Picks up his first. Williams up the floor here for PC.
He's done a pretty good job. You know, he's brought the ball up, not trying to do too much. McDermott's been very helpful with the ball. Nice look.
Herbert Hill. Check
out the way McDermott comes to the ball. Really plays like a point forward type position. If he comes up, the penetration, the dish, he really gives you another point person on the floor with his passing ability.
McDermott with 7 assists. Done a very nice job of delving it off here tonight. Friars on top here by 9. 4 minutes into the second half, and Matthews travels. Timeout on the floor. Providence College on top 43-34. 15:58 left in the second half. 43-34. Providence on top here in the second half. And the senior for Providence, Herbert Hill, has been big in this one for the Friars.
He really has. He's a presence out there. He's got, you know, just good low post moves. He can finish. He's in good places. He's very experienced, and he's delivering. He's come up with some big buckets for the Friars in this one. He's rebounding. Done a nice job getting him the ball. Rebounding, inside play, points in the paint have really been keys for the Friars here tonight. You see he's right on track with his season average with a lot of time to go.
Second of the team in scoring coming into tonight's action. It's 5 for 9 from the field. And Herbert Hill doing a great job on the floor right now for PC. They've got the ball and on top by 9. Largest lead of 12 earlier in the first half tonight for the Friars. McDermott thought about it. Well, loses the handle for the moment. Gets it back. McDermott to Hill. Back to McDermott in tight. And the lost ball that time.
I think they're calling 3 seconds
in the paint.
Camping out.
Big turnover here for PC. Hill was down there a long time.
Get that call, you've really got to pretty much hang out in the paint. Doesn't get called a lot. Good look. Marquette needs to do more of that. Get it inside. Go right at Providence's front line. Get some free throws. And I wouldn't be surprised second half here to see Tom Crean's club put a little pressure on Providence as well to make Williams handle the ball to neutralize some of the bigger people.
Jonathan Colley picking up his first personal. And a foul here quickly again. PC again. Maybe Epijuku that time on the reach-in. And Epijuku picking up his first. So 2 quick personals here for the Friars. Matthews has it picked, and getting it back is James. Loses it again. Dwayne Williams in some sloppy play here. Both sides, steps up and shoots again, missing off the backside, and it'll stay down on the other end. There's getting it back here. McDermott will be inbounding.
Get another big lineup out there. It's really been consistently big for the Friars. Hill, McDermott, Colley, Epijuku at 6'5", and then you've got Williams. Williams done a solid job bringing it up, and he's had a lot of help from McDermott in the half-court set.
McDermott off for Colley, and it's going the other way. An offensive foul.
Nice pass again. It's a good call. Colley really lowered the shoulder. A little bit of cameo maybe, all right? But the shoulder was lowered and went in hard.
Second personal for Colley. 15 to 31 for the Friars, 48% from the field. Let's take a look at our select stats brought to you by Select Sector Spiders. And look at the field goal percentage. Corner for Fitzgerald, the rebound for Epijuku. NBC with the ball back. Both teams right now having trouble scoring as Epijuku cuts in. McDermott twisting and turning for Hill.
Another nice dish by McDermott, finding people. He's done a great job.
16 for Hill and Fitzgerald. Nicely done. And Fitzgerald started his first game of the year back against Delaware. He started a couple games. Big 6'9" forward, a transfer from Tulane. Rolled by Matthews, who brings it back himself, coast to coast, and the bucket.
Nice exchange right there for Marquette. They keep hanging around, down 7 with some good defense. That's how you get yourself back in a ball game.
Matthews with 13, but the foul, as cutting in that time Epijuku was fouled. Quick transition right there for Marquette Golden Eagles that time. Down the floor quickly. It's now 16 in the game for Wesley Matthews. Epijuku 78% from the line. Will get a chance here. As Dominic James sits down. He's not been sitting down much in this contest, but he does for the moment. The trainer alongside.
Looks like he got banged up a little bit as he limped off a little bit, but he seems to be regrouping. The left knee perhaps banged it. You see Dominic back out there. A lot of time to go in this game.
Epijuku is 6 points. I think it's 7 as he hits them both. Maybe in his sophomore year. And stepping up big here in the absence of Sherrod Curry. This has Dwayne Williams in the point guard spot. Providence very young last year, is 5-11 in Big East competition. They're coming back this year. A lot of sophomores, but playing very maturely as this one is off of Hall and goes out of bounds. It'll stay Marquette basketball down their end of the floor. You see his average over 80 points a game, 80.5 per game this season. And of course, Curry out, he averages 17 points a game. Big loss for the Friars.
Hayes really was playing well through the first 11 games, but in this particular game, you know, other guys doing a good job, which is what you need if you're, you know, one of the Friars. And the key guy, of course, has been, you know, the freshman Williams bringing it up.
All in the foul. He picks up his second personal. Marquette basketball here, being battled by David Kubian. Fitzgerald up top.
Marquette's got good looks here tonight against the zone, but has really struggled to find the range from three-point territory. He hasn't consistently done it inside. Oh, nice steal.
Wayne Williams on the steal.
You can't lob that cross-court pass like that. You got to zip the ball, penetrate.
Juku with a nice pump fake. Gets it. To elevate, stepped around and hits. 9 for Wavy after Juku. The Dunkin' Donuts Center alive. An 11-point Friars lead with 12:50 left in the second half. .38 Providence on top in this one. 12:50 left to go in the second half. Friars without Sherrod Curry, and it has been a huge season so far for Sherrod Curry.
No, look at him. He's leading the team in minutes, assists. He's an outstanding foul shooter, which you love to have from your point guard. In the 17 a game, leading the team. Violation of team rules. Out tonight. But other teammates have responded well in a very tough initial test with Marquette. Still plenty of time here in this ball game, but the zone and Providence's front line and size have been the keys.
Long range shot. James hits. Dominic James, a quiet first half by his standards. Got 11 points in the contest. Got a big three right there for Marquette to get him back within 8.
That's just the third three that Marquette has been able to make tonight in 17 attempts, so they have struggled against the zone.
Golden Eagles have never led. Ray Hall with his first bucket of the contest. A couple of personals, but picks up his first basket, and it's a 10-point Friars lead.
Excellent interior passing by the Providence front court here tonight, and a lot of people getting into the act.
James trying another three, this time off the front end, and Efijuku on the rebound. Quickly up the floor for Birch. Not enough. Hall trying to gather, and he does. Big, strong Ray Hall, and a travel. The timeout on the floor, a 10-point Providence Friars lead on top, 51-41 from the Dunkin' Donuts Center. 10-point Friars lead. Here's an advanced look at upcoming games brought to you by Advance Auto Parts. For the best parts, people, and price, we're ready in advance. For Marquette, they will be matched up on Sunday against Syracuse, and then they'll take on Connecticut. While the Providence College Friars will be at home again to take on Seton Hall on Saturday, and then travel to Louisville. Last year the Cardinals came here to the Dunkin' Donuts Center. This year the Friars are heading to Louisville, and then Seton Hall once again as the Big East schedule is underway beginning tonight.
There just isn't a breather, you know, when you look at game after game. Every one will be a tester for these clubs.
8 teams from the Big East earned bids last year to the tournament, and they'll be looking to do the same again this year. As this year picked 10th in the preseason poll are the Friars. In the Big East beginning tonight against Marquette. It's been a great start, a 10-point lead right now for the Friars. Coach thought about it, pulls it back out again.
You really want to get off to a good start in league play, and home court advantage so important in this league. Got to play well at home, as Providence is doing tonight for Marquette. So you some work. Oh, nice look.
The slam for Herbert Hill, who's got 18 points.
Get the crowd a little bit involved. They love the slam dunk. Herbert Hill really turning in a very solid performance tonight.
Ties the largest lead of the night for the Friars. A 12-point lead now for Providence. Matthews down low for Hayward. Like he was fouled by McDermott. No call. And in and out again. Hill on the rebound. And they tie it up. Possession arrow going the other way. Marquette will get the ball back. Let's send it to Shauna Hassett. Shauna?
Hi, guys. I'm here now with Danny Ainge, who made the trip down from Boston for this game. Are you here looking at anyone in particular?
No, I'm just here to watch the game, just to scout all the players.
Big East opener, a big game for that?
Yeah, this is a fun game. I like it. It's very intense. Providence's inside game is dominating.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, Danny. Back to you guys, then.
All right, Shauna, thanks very much. Always looking at Big East talent for sure. A lot of talent coming out of these programs in the Big East, that's for sure.
Absolutely. I think you got this game pretty much down the street for Danny Ainge, from Boston down to Providence, Big East, and must have a healthy curiosity about Dominic James, who has really done a nice job for Marquette, the Big East Rookie of the Year a year ago.
And the foul here away from the ball, go the other way.
Screening foul that time. Kinsella a little too much with the block, and certainly I bet Herbert Hill probably made an impression on Danny Ainge tonight with his low post moves and presence inside. The big man at 6'10" in there for Providence.
Well, we heard earlier Herbert Hill working during the summer with Ryan Gomes, who's done well for the Celtics as well. And a chance to play some NBA players. Good side, nice move, and McDermott counted. And one for McDermott.
What a floor game McDermott has played as well. The ball handling, the penetration. He's really been like a quarterback out there, which was his strength in high school. Look at that move, the big fella. Can handle the ball, plays with emotion. Really got a great presence on the floor.
Kinsella, another personal. It's his third. It's the largest lead right now of the night for the Friars. Marquette has never had a lead. And a 15-point lead now for Providence. 7 points for Jeff McDermott, who completes the three-point play.
Marquette's had a very hard time against his zone to establish any kind of inside game here tonight. Barrow's really been shut down inside. It's been tough to get anything going consistently down low.
Kubion. The right hand has it knocked away. McDermott steals. Back come the Friars. Birch. Herbert Hill gets hit in the head that time and the foul. And he went down hard.
Almost looked like Hill had spun by Fitzgerald and came back to him and caught the elbow, inadvertent. Looks like he kept going. He was going to go right by Fitzgerald, came back. There's the reach in the contact.
Backhanded by Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
And his second personal for Fitzgerald since Herbert Hill back to the line. He averages 15.5 points per game. A total of 18 so far as he misses the first one. Jonathan Colley coming back into the game for BC as Birch steps out.
Marquette coming into the game 15th ranked by the AP and 21st by the coaches poll. So big home, Big East opener for Providence.
And the last win in a Big East opener for Providence College was against Boston College back in 2003. And the quick foul here, and a foul that time on Wamia Pajuku. His second personal. Team sixth. 11 minutes into the second half, and the largest lead of the night for the Friars.
Mentioned Ryan Gomes, John. He's really done a nice job, hasn't he, fitting in with the results? Second-round pick. Knows how to play the game.
Long-range shot, and Fitzgerald able to hit three-point land. There's 5 points of the game down for Dan Fitzgerald out of St. Paul, Minnesota.
Well, with the three-point shot, these games in college basketball, the 19-foot, 9-inch line, never over. You can get going in a hurry with them, put some pressure on. Points can be made up in a hurry.
Colley kicks it out. Williams from the corner, and the rebound is McDermott. Having a great second half.
All over the floor, always seems to be around the basketball. Great follow-up.
9 for the sophomore McDermott. Dominic James. Kubion. 12 on the shot clock. James will let it fly from 3. Rattles out. Fitzgerald kicks it back over to the bench. It'll stay on the Marquette end of the court. McDermott disagrees. Jeff McDermott having a great second half. So are the Friars. .44, the Providence College Friars on top here with lots of time left in the second half. Check out the game tracker here. First half very good for the Friars, and they have picked it up here in the second half, and McDermott has been red hot in the second half.
Been all around the basketball. He's handled the ball well. Herbert Hill, very, very solid ball game. Colley has been outstanding as well. The front line has really performed well. Big front line for Providence. The question coming in, Dwayne Williams handling pressure, and I think he's really answered that bell very well with a solid ball game himself.
Dwayne making his 3rd consecutive start. Sherrod Curry out of the lineup. And really a huge loss for the Friars. And Sherrod Curry, no word as to when he'll be back, violating team rules.
44 points, though, with 7:50 to go. It's been a struggle for Marquette to score in this game. They haven't been able to break because they haven't really been able to rebound consistently.
In and out, Barrow on the rebound.
One of the few putback hoops for Marquette in this game. They need more of that down the stretch. Some hot three-point shooting.
Barrow 4 points, connecting that time on the putback. Juku thought about it, now cuts to the paint, down low for Herbert Hill, battles it up, but not in. He's good on the far side, but he stepped on the line that time. Barrow going to save it for Marquette, but the Friars get it back here. McDermott will be inbounding. A little low for McDermott, back out for Juku, long range. Rebound taken by the Golden Eagles and Dominic James.
Good job by Providence in this game. Back on defense, not allowing Marquette to get out and just run. Half-court set.
Early foul down low that time. Looks on Jonathan Colley. 3rd personal for Colley. And it'll send Barrow to the line.
He's had a couple of double-doubles this year. Leads the team in reboundings from the Senegal. Getting a little bit more involved in the offense. In the second half, you can see Providence's domination on the boards.
64% from the line is Barrow. This is the first one. Colley will come out. Ray Hall checks back in here for the Friars. 6'10", 245 pounds. Last year played all 31 games, starting 14 of them. As the team's only double-double. 10 points, 13 rebounds against Valparaiso earlier this season. On the floor is Herbert Hill. Can't connect, short range, and bodies flying everywhere. A foul. The other way here is the foul this time. Is committed by Wayme Efajuku, who picks up his 3rd personal. A couple of quick ones for Wayme. One is one. Great personal. Great team foul, I should say.
Free throws will play a role down the stretch, particularly with 6.5 to go. I think we're going to see some reaching in, some banging, but you've got to capitalize if you're down.
Barrow has killed him at the line, 2 for 5. That goes out of bounds. And the Friars will get it back again. They're top by 12, 6:27 left to go.
Pressure by Marquette, almost a backcourt.
Very close.
It really was. He had took a foot on the line, a 2-2-1. We'll see more of that by Marquette to see if they can open the game up a bit, force Providence into turnovers.
Hall loses the handle. Onto the floor he goes. Still loose. Back to Williams. And the Friars hold on. They got 10 seconds on the shot clock. And they're trying to get Williams' attention. And now he will head down the lane. Little runner. The rebound in and out. And that time a foul.
I think they might be saying that Hill interfered with that ball over the cylinder.
You're right. Absolutely correct.
Offensive interference.
He's rattling around. Hill went up to get it. Williams with time running out on the shot clock.
That's a good call. That ball cannot be interfered with if it's above that cylinder. On or above it, it clearly was. Never got to enjoy that particular violation. You have to feel it jump up over the rim to do that.
There is enjoyment in that violation, I imagine.
Nice finish.
5.5 minutes left to go here in the second half. A 10-point Friars lead. Marquette starting to get back into it here again.
Nice follow by Hayward. And gotta love Tom Crean's club. They keep battling. You know, Tim Welsh got to be pleased with the way his team has played, but it's a 40-minute game. Another strip. Got the numbers.
Kubion has it blocked by Epijuco. Hall on a block, but he may have fouled him in the process. Momentum changing here late in the second half.
You really don't want to dribble it there if you're Ray Hall. Catch it and dish it. Oh, a huge play by Epijuco. Marquette had great numbers here, but it didn't set up nicely with, you know, getting the ball in the middle with the wings filled up. They absolutely needed to come away with something on that. Good hustle by Hayward with the board.
Hayward's got 7 points, 57% free throw shooter, and he hits the first one. Czar Hayward from Buffalo, New York. Led Marquette in rebounding over the last 3 or 4 games for Marquette. Able to get them both. Key free throws here for the Golden Eagles. They trail by 8. Really pressing a little bit more here as McDermott tries to get it across the line. He does. And the Friars able to set it up. McDermott turns around and misses, gets dunked. Herbert Hill gets the rebound. Hill in tight, pass to nowhere, and it'll be touched last by a Golden Eagle, and the Friars will keep it. Tim Welsh wants a timeout. He gets one with 4:41 left to go in the second half. The Friars will talk it over. They've got an 8-point lead. At one point had a 15-point lead, but the Golden Eagles starting to get back into this one, and momentum shifting. The Dunkin' Donuts Center a little quieter over the last minute or so.
Well, some nice adjustments. The coaches working hard throughout this game. The Providence zone effective throughout. We thought we'd see some more pressure from Marquette deeper into this game, and we are seeing it. And they have definitely turned up their intensity level on defense, which is keying this run, forcing a few turnovers.
Well, look at the coaches poll, top 25.
UCLA still on top, and really a lot of balance. Up Pittsburgh, number 10 from the Big East Conference. Connecticut at 14. Connecticut was running the table until they went to West Virginia, which was awfully tough, and top to bottom awfully tough. And then there's Marquette at number 21 in the coaches poll. They're 15 in the AP. There's Notre Dame. Again, that's that balance we talked about.
Long range, Wayme Epijuco, the three-pointer from the corner. Big one for the Friars right after the timeout. Worked out great.
Nice call. Tim Welsh setting it up, saying, Wayme, step in there, your option A. Option B, get it inside. He drains it. Big basket.
12 for Epijuco.
There's something about being up double figures that's big, particularly this late in the game.
Hayward gets it stripped. Dwayne Williams the other way for the Friars. Gets it stolen from behind.
See, that's where you're patient. 3 defenders back from Marquette. Don't rush it. Bring it out. Work the clock. You're getting deep into this ball game.
Fitzgerald for 3. Off the front end. McDermott battles down low. Off of McDermott. It's going the other way. And a foul down low. 61-50, the Friars on top by 11 from the Dunkin' Donuts Center in Providence, Rhode Island. 61-50, the Friars on top by 11. 3:57 left to go in the second half. Another Big East action. Pittsburgh 10th of beating Syracuse 74-66. And a big victory there for Pittsburgh.
That was a tight, tough game. We were getting scores throughout, but Pitt played very good ball early in this season. Number 10 in the coaches poll, as we saw moments ago.
McDermott misses the first one. McDermott with 9 points in the contest for the Friars. Had a very good second half. 6'7" sophomore from New Rochelle, New Jersey. We're going to get the second one. It's a 12-point lead for the Friars. 10 points, 10 assists, 8 rebounds for McDermott.
There he is again. Had that triple-double, which is a rare thing to do in basketball against Harvard. He's closing in on one here with a great all-around effort for the Friars.
Matthews turns and gets blocked by Herbert Hill. Now the lead pass for Hill. The jam for Hill.
Saw that one coming.
20 points for Herbert Hill. A 14-point lead for the Providence College Friars. And a huge game for the senior Herbert Hill. Let's take a look now at our Red Lobster nothing but net shot of the game.
Well, defense keys good offense, and the crowd was waiting for this one. Defensive pressure, and it's Hill. Check it out if you're watching this ball game. Defense, he makes the play at both ends and then finishes with authority. That is a thunder jam. He blocks the shot, and there's the hustle, leading the way down the floor. Get it to him. That's big time right there. What an effort by Hill. Getting it done there at both ends of the floor. A lot of style points on that one as well. Great numbers.
20 points, 8 rebounds, 8 for 15 from the field. Led the nation in field goal percentage at 73%. Down low, Fitzgerald fouled and the bucket. So Fitzgerald that time getting the contact. And it quiets the crowd here momentarily.
Herbert Hill, 73% from the floor coming in. Good effort by Marquette here, though. Dan Fitzgerald just keeps banging away in there, and he gets the finish.
Foul on Efajuku, picks up his 4th personal. Fitzgerald completes the 3-point play. He's got 8.
Pressure by Marquette. We've seen some of this, but they just have not shot the ball consistently to set the pressure up.
McDermott, nice touch pass for Herbert Hill.
McDermott's been just awesome for the Friars. Breaking pressure, passing, all-around game, exceptional.
22 for Hill. The rebound comes away. As Efajuku, to take it himself, coast to coast, but got to race back now as he misses the mark.
And again, you need a take charge guy now. You're inside 3 minutes, up double figures. That's been Curry. Now see if Providence can settle it when they bring it down. Good hustle again by Tom Crean's club. Look at this now by McDermott. Catches, boom, touch. Just never puts it down. His head's always up. Really does play like a point guard out there with a power forward's body.
Yeah, Jeff McDermott, 6'7", and sophomore.
Does remind me of Gomes. You know, Gomes played big, you know, and he continues to play big in the pros because he works hard. He's got great position out there. And McDermott does the same thing. He plays a lot bigger than 6'7". At the same time, an outstanding guy with the ball. He's really played a big role getting the ball up the floor tonight and passing it.
Hayward hits them both. He's got 10 in the game.
Full court man-to-man, and there he is again now bringing the ball up the court. He's done a great job. Really helped out the freshman Dwayne Williams here tonight.
Efujuku fouled by Fitzgerald. Let it get slapped on the wrist as he did. Third personal for Fitzgerald.
That's what you want to do if you're Providence now. Work the clock, force Marquette out, force Marquette to reach, and stop the clock. And this is where your free throws will enable you to put a game away, but you've got to get the job done.
Efujuku with 2 shots. We're working on Herbert Hill here. Apparently may have a cut on his hand. We'll take care of the blood. Herbert Hill coming back in. The brief delay there, and Efujuku will now take his foul shots. 12 points, 10 rebounds. And Wamey's 4 for 4 from the line tonight. Make it 5 for 5. Earl comes out of the game, checking in. Lawrence Blackledge. 15 points for Efujuku. 13-point lead for the Friars. Kubion. Fitzgerald splits it down low, and it's stripped nicely. Hill may have gotten a handle on that as well. And it'll stay down on the Marquette end. 68-55 now. Friars on top. Under 2 minutes left to go. Hayward with the ball.
Well, I think tonight with McNeil out and with James held in check in the inside game, tough to get going against Providence. It's really been a solid effort by the Friars.
Let's take a look at tonight's Pontiac game-changing performance. Belongs to Herbert Hill.
Been awesome. He's really played well. He's made big shots. He's defended. He's blocked them. He's rebounded. Terrific all-around effort. There's the... That's a game changer right there. That dunk. And how about that one? Beautiful passes. Boy, the assists by Providence have been effective tonight as well.
Hayward's got 11 in the game as he hits the first one here for the Golden Eagles. 7 for 7 from the line.
Yeah, Hayward's really worked hard off the glass here tonight. Providence with that big front line, they've been effective. Here's some pressure now by Marquette. I think at this point, tough. They'll reach this time. I'm not sure they'll do that each time down the floor right now. We'll have to see. They're going to need some threes.
We're at the Dunkin' Donuts Center in Providence, Rhode Island. Don Orsillo along with Ron Perry and Shauna Hassett. It's the 21st ranked Marquette Golden Eagles and the Providence College Friars. And it has been a pretty impressive performance tonight for the Providence College Friars. Dermott headed to the line with an 11-point lead. Providence been impressive rebounding. They've out-rebounded the opponent in 11 of 13 games this season. And out-rebounding 40-26 in this one. So they will have done it again now, 12 of 14 games on the season for the Friars. Very strong up front.
Terrific all-around effort by McDermott. Holding in on that triple-double here tonight.
He's got 11 points, 11 assists, 9 rebounds. Matthews kicked it away himself, and the Friars will get it back.
The stat that it's interesting with McDermott is the 11 assists from the forward slot, but he plays up a lot. Really played a key role handling the basketball here tonight.
Turner will inbound it here for the Friars. Quickly now as Efujuku will bring it up. James on him, the reach around and the foul. So Efujuku is fouled that time. He'll go to the line here for the Friars. Efujuku with 14 points in this one for the Friars. Juco at one point in the last game against Longwood as part of their 107-69 win had 3 straight three-pointers. We'll get this one to rattle in. 7 for 7 at the line tonight is Wayme Juco.
The other thing Providence has done, you know, throughout much of the season, got good balanced scoring, and they were able to get that here again tonight. I think the start of this game was really important for Providence, and it's been tough for Marquette to catch up all night. And James's shot from the outside has been off.
Edwards sends it up. Edward Hill comes down with it. He gets fouled. And Herbert Hill will head to the line as the Dunkin' Donuts Center salutes the Friars and Hill. Last time the Friars won a Big East opener back in 2003. And a great opener here tonight against Marquette. 23 points, 9 rebounds. And Tim Welsh got to be happy with the effort here tonight.
Absolutely. I think he's got to be pleased. The defensive scheme worked very well. He wove people in nicely in the game. And I think the big thing was with Curry out, Williams was solid, and McDermott really helped against the defense that Marquette set up with the great passing.
And this time Hill on the foul. As Wesley Matthews was going back up, was fouled here. Under a minute left to go.
Good hustle right to the finish in this ball game. Body foul looked like McDermott kind of leaned a little. Felt he held his ground.
Two shots here for Matthews. He misses the first one. Wesley Matthews, 13 points in this one, had a career-high 22 points against Savannah State in the last game for Marquette. Their last warm-up, getting ready for Big East action. That's the second one. Inbounded here. And Juco finds Birch up ahead.
I don't think if you're Marquette, you keep reaching in at this point. It's a 14-point game for Providence. Just work the clock, move the basketball.
Dwayne Williams doing a fine job in the absence of Sherrod Curry tonight.
Thought he really did a nice job, particularly in the first half. Poised, moved the ball, made some shots.
3 3-pointers and 11 points for Dwayne Williams, with Fitzgerald fouling Juco, and he will go to the line. 4 now for Fitzgerald.
Tough to resist that temptation, but not much point in fouling. You're inside a minute, and time working against you.
4 Big East teams in the top 25 as you look at the breakdown by conference. And as I mentioned, 8 teams for the Big East earned bids last year to the tournament. Expecting a very strong field once again this year. Friars, of course, not going to the Big East tournament last year. And a lot of people picking them to get back into the tournament once again. They were picked in the preseason poll for 10th. There's 12 teams go. The long-range shot and the foul. And that'll be 3 shots from outside the foul line.
Now that's really ill-advised, as you might say. Coach might say it differently than that. No reason to foul at this point. You want to put a game away, play it like you're in a 2-point game and execute. Do a good job at both ends. Dominic James held below his season average tonight. The zone bothersome to him, and do a good job to pick him up. A lot of screening for James up top, but every time he looked to penetrate, Providence did a nice job to make him give the ball up. It didn't allow them to get out and play a lot of transition basketball here tonight.
1 seconds left to go, 3rd shot. And the miss. Rebound, Friars take it. Juco. This Dunkin' Donuts Center crowd will salute the Friars. Will have won their first Big East game of the year, starting off this year with a victory against the Marquette Golden Eagles. Dermott will just let the clock run out, and the Friars have taken their first game of the year. An impressive effort for Tim Welsh's squad. And a nice victory for the Friars, 74-59. And the
Really played well, opened up well. It did the things they had to do in the trenches. Controlled the boards, did a good job in the paint. Hill outstanding, McDermott terrific round game, great balance. It just took charge of this game early and never let up.
Once again, our final score 74-59 for Ron Perry and the entire ESPN Plus crew. I'm Don Orsillo. Tune in Saturday as Notre Dame battles Georgetown and DePaul battles Villanova. This has been an exclusive presentation of ESPN Regional Television, the worldwide leader in collegiate sports.